I'm back. Sorry about that, everybody. All right. Let's sleep real quick. Oh, because whatever. Am I still heading in the right direction? Ish. So yeah, so I think that's going to be our tentative game plan, everybody. We're going to do Red Dead Redemption, and then Son Walkog and I are going to play Humanits and check that game out. And then we're going to go into our server for Project Zomboid, which I'm really looking forward to. Um, Again, it's one of those games that people either love it or hate it, and there's usually no middle ground. It's gonna look a lot like a zombie killing game. It's really not. Project Zomboid is probably the most. It's about as realistic of a survival game as you're gonna get. Um, Whereas, I mean, there's certain things that like, I wish the developers would reach out to me. Um, so, for instance, they have I mean, and there's so many items in the game. It's not even funny. Um, but you can find tampons in the game, which they probably threw it in as something kind of funny, but tampons are great for plugging bullet hole wounds. So if you get shot, you should be able to take a tampon and pop it in, help stop the bleeding. Um, so there's little things like that you should be able to use items for more than you know. But yeah, it's a very intense game, and it's huge. It's the world map is huge. Um, you could probably fit 200 people in that game and never come across them. Like you could drop them in and they would never see each other. That's how big the world map is. It's gargantuan. Um, it has what, one, two, five cities. One of them being a major city, which is very very dangerous. Um, right. So like, I think there's 4 or 5 different start locations. So like, if we started in the same location, there's a chance that we might run into each other. Um, but like, for me, I think this time, besides the crafting books, because you need crafting books, reading in the game is a real thing. See, I don't know. I have to look into it and see if it's cost efficient to set it up as a 24/7 server, then I will. If it's not, then it might be something that I pop on only, through my computer. and stream it that way. So I'm not 100% sure. I got to look into it and see what we got. And I'm really, really hoping that they drop build 42 because it means there's less mods that I have to put on. And this will be a modded playthrough. So none of the mods are going to change dramatically what the game is. Uh, no, like if it's like some servers, it varies, right? So like we could get a Minecraft server for 20 players for $5, right? But if you're looking at like an Arc servers are like $15 a month. So it's going to depend on what the cost of the server is going to be um, versus you know how long we're going to be using it. So, um, but that one will be no. I would say if it's I don't know. I don't know. Um, but that's definitely that's definitely one that we won't have around forever. Um, like the Minecraft realms will be around forever. Um, it's no point for me to take it this oh, I need to go southeast. Where am I going? Um, there's no point for me to stop the my realm subscription. I've had it forever. I'll probably keep it forever. So this server will go on forever, but the Project Zomboid will probably go on for a month or two. Um, and so again, if it's one second. um, but the Project Zomboid one probably won't be up for more than a month or two. Um, so $15 for a server for a month. That's not the end of the world. If they try to get like 30, $40, then I'm gonna be like, well, not so much. What is that? I don't think so. But if that's the case, I'm down. And in that case, we just leave it up. But yeah, eventually, I wouldn't mind doing like my own servers, so I don't have to worry about paying for them. We could just throw them on our server, and away we go. Um, obviously, that's going to take resources that I don't have right now. Um, yeah. So, um, so yeah, I'm guessing so 2.24 euros. I guess that's right around $5 US. So yeah, that's a cheap enough server. And then if people really enjoy the server, if we, if we've got a lot of people on it and they want to make it a long running thing, right? Um, then we can play around with things like leaving it up and then going to a a split between. I have hair. Um, oh, nice. I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Um, yes, 237. That's called Rogaine. But yeah. So I think that's going to be our tentative plan. And then what we'll do today. Oops, my bad. Just kidding. Um, is I'm going to need a little bit more time to get Red Dead Redemption up and running for this afternoon stream. So what we'll probably do is after this next break, I'm going to go ahead and close down and give my computer time to process Red Dead Redemption. Um, and that'll give me time to chit chat with some Walkock about a few things, um, and kind of get our. I was like, wait a minute, what are those? Get our kind of schedule. Well, then, yeah, no testing the game. When we do it, we gotta see it for the first time and experience it live and first time reactions. Come on now, that's half the fun. Yeah. Um, I am not from Texas. I am actually from Illinois. Am I going the right way again? I'm going the right way ish. Ish. But I've lived all over the world, or all over the United States, and over the world a little bit too. Ooh, what's that? Is that a piece of candy? I like candy. I like it when I can actually. Okay, we're gonna do this. This is pause. Um, Illinois. I-L. Oh Jesus. There are two L's. Illinois. Spelling has never been my forte. Um, there you go. If I type it out, I can spell it better. If I'm trying to do which one, Humanits. It's probably early access, like almost every game is these days. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I will be back at 12:30 exactly Central Time. for Red Dead Redemption 2. So we're gonna probably be closing up in about 36 minutes, give or take, for the morning half, because Red Dead is a pretty big game. Um, so I want to make sure I give my computer time to get it downloaded before 12:30. So, and with Twitch going and um, a game going and everything else, not that I have a bad computer or anything like that. It's just Twitch takes a little bit out of it, and yeah. So, and mostly because it's the internet issue. I got to be able to get it downloaded. Um, so, yep, it'll be this afternoon at 12:30. We will start our Red Dead Redemption 2 playthrough. That'll be the start of it. So this afternoon, the 4-hour stream this afternoon will be all Red Dead Redemption 2. Um, so we will put an announcement 1 week out. So, but that's going to probably be in a few weeks. So, so we're gonna do Red Dead Redemption 2. So that's probably gonna take. I have no idea how long that one's gonna take. We'll probably finish it at sometime next week, like end of next week. Yeah, and then we're gonna do Human Hits for a week and a half. So you're probably looking about the last 2 weeks of October is when we'll probably, yeah, give or take. And like I said, it's Project Zomboid is fantastic. Um, it's one of those games that you have to. Well, if you try to do it on your own, I would suggest looking up some tutorials, looking up, some help, because it's a huge, steep learning curve. And that's where most people stop playing it. Not really. I mean, it does, but not really. No. It's yeah, and even if you take the tutorial, the game doesn't really stress upon you. Yeah, just the basics. Just the basics. The biggest key to Project Zomboid is you don't want to find yourself fighting a lot of zombies. You want to be able to crouch and sneak and be able to pick them off. Oh, see, yeah, Hearts of Iron 4. See, if Hearts of Iron 4 wasn't so darn expensive, I would do Hearts of Iron 4 on the channel. But to get all the DLCs and everything like that, it's so freaking expensive that it's not viable. Oh, we gotta go to positive 440 for the initial game, but with all the DLCs, let's see. Because I have Hearts of Iron 3. Let's see. So it's $40 for Hearts of Iron with all the DLC. It's $171. Yeah, 135 for you, 171 for me. So it's just I'm not paying $171 for a video game. I have my limits. you know, um, if this channel ever explodes and I have that kind of money to just throw away, I still probably wouldn't do it because I'd rather just do like $100 gift card giveaway. But you guys know what I mean. Um, yeah, because each new expansion of Hearts of Iron 4 dramatic some of it dramatically changes, some of it changes only a little bit. um but they took all like their, from my understanding, and now this could not be true, um but from what I've watched of gameplay and what I've seen is basically if you buy the base game, everything is very generic. um and so you don't get any of like the custom like tech trees and resources and stuff like that. It's all very generic, and then each expansion basically takes a country or in a time period and really, yeah. Well, and that's going to be a lot of Project Zomboid. Project Zomboid is going to be one of those where it's it's too easy to get confused and want to quit. It's really better to play with somebody who knows what they're doing and can kind of guide you along. Um, yeah, and you, Project Zomboid. There's nothing. So yeah, it's what's the best way to describe Project Zomboid? It's there's so much into the game that it can seem overwhelming. But once you learn kind of the ebb and flow of it, it's not. It becomes a lot easier, and I've put a lot of hours into that game. I played a lot of Project Zomboid, and there are still things that I've never done and never looked at, never accomplished. You could play for, especially because I play with a mod called Hydrocraft. I almost said Hermitcraft, but that's not it. I play with a mod called Hydrocraft, and then some other mods that do little things like add motorcycles and four wheelers. Because it's Kentucky. Kentucky, yes, I mean you can't sneeze in Kentucky, especially in the wilderness, without four wheelers. I know because I have family from there, and they take their four wheelers down to